TGS presents Borderlands 3, Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC, Achievement/Trophy, a hunter through and through, 50 gamer score, 0.2% rare. Find and kill all 4 rare spawns. If you're on PlayStation, you won't have to use the method I'm providing. There's a 10% chance they'll spawn at their location every time you go there. As per us Xbox players, you have to do this through friends only. So, what I'm talking about is somebody you have to know on your friends list has to kill each of these people on their own game, and that's the only way you can access it. So you have Amach, rare spawn mission. You have Fungal, Gorger, Shiverous the Unscathed, and Voltborn. 4 different kind of mini bosses in a way, rare spawn missions. So they will be unique characters, but at the same time, I don't suspect they'll be overly difficult. So real quick, I figured I'd come downstairs real quick and show you guys. We are in the lodge. You're going to enter the front door. You'll see the newlywed sign above the bar, and we're going to go left and go up the stairs. When anyone you know kills any of these, they should start, showing up here. They'll be hanging from these 2 right here, and these 2 over here. You need to get all 4 separately. Whether they're hanging all there at the same time or not, depends on what's happening. Thankfully, I got some help. First off, I want to give a shout out to True Achievements website, to Runeslayer for his guide for this, as well as setting up a Discord community to meet other people, to, knock it out. So definitely check it out. That's the way I recommend going there. You'll meet some people. They'll give you the gamer tag. Some people will be willing to get the show in your game for you. Just really easy. It takes like 10 minutes at most. So I recommend going and using that Discord. A lot of cool people on there. That's how I got the missions, fortunately. As per that, other than that, that's probably the most painful task of the entire thing. We're going to go ahead and do them in order. I'll go ahead and cut the video as we go, and we're going to show this rare achievement pop. But, the main point of the video is to say how you got to get them. It's not simply going around the maps and, for instance, taking out the crew challenges for different beings. These type of enemies, like crew challenges, like hunts, is not a hunt. So if you hunt down the legendary Kukuwajak, Jack, whatever, just know that it has no meaning towards this achievement. So it's completely separate. A lot of people get that confused, including myself during the playthrough, so keep that in mind. From here, though, we're just going to jump to each of the missions, doing them in the order that they're provided on the list. So we're going to start with Amach, go to Fungal, Gorger, Shiverous the Unscathed, Voltborn. I'll show their locations, we'll kill them, and that'll be the rest of the video. Hopefully this information helps out. Let's go ahead and hop in. We finally made our way to Amach, so we're going to go ahead and take them out, including other enemies in the region. And then we'll go ahead and hop right on to the next mission, which is Fungal Gorger. Hopefully it doesn't lag so much this time. So here we go, let's see if we can get... There he is. Kill it before he even gets back up. Can't even see the damn dude, but we're shooting the shit out of him. He's like stuck in the corner. There he is. This time no mercy, because last time I fell off the damn cliff. So there we go. Redeemed myself. He's officially dead. It wasn't that difficult if you just bum rush him, to be honest. I want to hop on the Fungal Gorger next. That's my goal, kind of go right down the list doing this. So we'll go ahead and go with that. Did we kill this guy? I think I killed Fungal Gorger during our main playthrough, but I didn't have the mission, so I guess it didn't count, maybe? I don't get it, but he's very easy to kill. Especially this gun I have, it's just destructive as hell. Like open the chest while we take our time. Bamboosh. So we just killed Fungal Gorger. Fungal Gorger was located right here in Cankerwood. Way too far in. Didn't even know you can zoom that far in. Basically, just for reference, you're gonna start all the way down here, and you're gonna have to work your way all the way through here. all the way back into here, and eventually you'll make it to this back corner where he'll teleport in right by the chest right here. So just again for reference, this is what you're looking for. And he'll portal in right here. Actually killed him during my main story playthrough, and you know, he respawned, but it doesn't count unless you get the actual mission for it apparently, so just keep that in mind. But for other reference, you're right outside of this factory over here, the mixing factory. Let's move on. Moving on to the third, Shiverous the Unscathed in Niggle Nashai. You're going to spawn right down here at the fast travel station. And you're basically going to come up the path here. Eventually you'll find him right here. As with any of them, they're marked on the map, so you don't really need full details on where to find them. Just follow the guide in the game. It tells you exactly where to go. But once you're in here, just take note that you have to go up on the upper shelf all the way back here. That is where you're going to find them. There's a bunch of enemies around here, woven pretty much everywhere. So we're just going to try and be out on them. Get up here.
Roll beast.
So here he is. A little bit harder to hit because he's flying around, but we have some random wolven over here. My Mr. Scaglietti is taking care of me. I heard this one was a pain because it flies around, so your goal for this is just honestly just do what you can to keep shooting at him, shooting. If you can get a good weapon shot, something more powerful, definitely recommend trying to do so, but it's going to be pretty tough on a flying creature.
Can't reload this.
He is injured, yeah. Reloaded. This gun's pretty good. Depends on his abilities, weaknesses, strengths, and all that stuff. Seems to resist it, but we still got him. Third one complete. What I've noticed is, unfortunately, not trying to disappoint you guys, but they don't really drop anything spectacular. At least so far. I don't know if the fourth one's going to drop something spectacular, or I have, it might take this to sell it at most. 34,000 bucks in the bank, but that's going to move us on to the final stage, which is going to be Voltborn. So here we go, the final hunt for the achievement, a hunter through and through. We're going for Voltborn all the way back in this corner from Niggle Nashai. You're gonna go up here and you're gonna fight the previous boss that I just shown here, right here. He's right in this corner, and you're just gonna continue on the path, following up, wrapping around. Eventually, you get up here and to the right. You'll find Voltborn. Just follow the marker once again. Not very far away, thankfully. Sometimes you might have to go all the way up here if you missed out on the crew challenge, which happened to me actually. But this one's a little bit closer, and especially since it's closer to another one, just makes life easier. Back-to-back chain. 2 for the price of 1 here. So there's Voltborn. If you guys watch me fight the previous bosses, you'll know I've been sticking like 2 weapons for this run. Shotgun and that rifle. Sometimes the explosives. Of course, we're out of ammo. Voltborn's about to die though. These are relatively easy. But there's the rare achievement. A hunter through and through. Found and killed all 4 rare spawns. It's as simple as that. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, definitely check out that True Achievements post. All you guys look up this achievement on the True Achievements website. And not pay for this or anything, just go to there, go to the post that I mentioned earlier. He explains how to get it. On top of that, he set up a Discord, so props to him. So I just highly recommend getting on the Discord, meeting someone who's willing to help you out, get through it, and it'll make your life 100 times easier. It took them about 10 minutes to get the missions unlocked for me. It pretty much happened almost instantaneous from when they would get the kill, that it would pop up in the lodge for me, so keep that in mind. It is pretty quick. And on top of that, it took me, 25 minutes to do it all, including travel and stuff. The video is going to be much shorter, so if you guys see like a 5 to 10 minute video, just know that it took me about 25 minutes to do it all. Plus, you know, 10 minutes maybe to obtain the missions by having someone else kill them in their own game, just so they would spawn in for me. So that's how the cookie crumbles. Would appreciate if you like and subscribe.